Welcome to Comfort Havoc number two. Again, I'm sorry. I'm only going to make this one chit chat. So, you know, please forgive me. I know I've been neglecting you guys. I got a lot of other stuff going on. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm being a forever douchebag. You know what I mean? Because, it may seem like that since I've only made like maybe what, 4 or 5 videos this week alone. I mean, it is only Wednesday, so anything can happen between now and Wednesday. But I think I'm gonna just let my hair down for the night instead of sleeping with it pushed to the back. And I'm gonna wake up a jumbled mess tomorrow. I just know it. I did make 2 TikTok videos, and I do want to make another 2 videos tonight. Not that I am ditching my YouTube family, but the TikTok videos kind of have to technically I might only do one because I want to talk about some more indigenous racial shit because that seems to be like the hot kick topic on YouTube, and it's really burning my balls, you know. And I'm like, I'm sick of it, but I have to engage in it because I am invested on making sure that my native heritage does not get taken from me. But I mean, outside of that, it is what it is, you know. And in case anybody's wondering, no, I don't deny my black heritage. I really don't. It's just that being mixed hasn't gotten me any acting work. So, Echo Fangriggle has to live. James Williams Jr. only has to exist when it comes to like government stuff. Since I am a veteran of the Army National Guard, we have to make sure I point that out. I'll never forget when I left the Army and on the way out, there was like a big meeting before I got to the airport to go back home from Fort Benning. And the lady told me, said, from now on, for the rest of your life, every time you fill out an application for a job, you have to put the fact that you are a soldier on there. And I was like, but ma'am, I didn't get to serve the way I wanted to serve. She said, that does not matter. If you do not put the fact that you were in the military on your application, you could be arrested for fraud. Now, I'm not going to dig into that. I'm just going to comply because I don't have time to have extra shit coming down the pipe after me when I'm just trying to get my shit together. But after hearing that, first time I went to apply for a job, it's like it stuck out in big bold letters. It's like it came right at me, blinkly, blink, blink, blink. It's like, were you a member of the military? It has USAF on there, United States Armed Forces, and if so, what branch? Because it's like one block, yes or no, and then it goes through all the branches: Army, Air Force. I think Air Force might be first because I think it's an alphabetical order, so it would be Air Force, Army, Navy, or Marines, Navy, Coast Guard. Which somehow Coast Guard should come in between Marines and Navy, but it doesn't. So therefore, I'm like, oh, well, it doesn't have National Guard on there, but that's part of the Army. So check Army. It doesn't have reserves on there. It just has Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard. And I guess because Coast Guard must be the baby of this stuff, I'm pretty sure now they'll probably have Space Force on the damn thing. I'm sorry, I have hair. Sometimes hair goes where it's not supposed to go. Anyway, um, so I fill it out. I'm like, man, this kind of sucks because maybe I don't want people to know I was in the Army because when people know you're in the Army, they ask you questions that I don't honestly know how to answer. Like if you ask me something about my DD 214, I have one. I don't know what the fuck it means, but I have one. If you ask me what MOS is, I got a better chance of understanding and how to give you that. In MOS, I was 11 Bravo, then I was Delta, then I was Golf because they were sending my ass home. But for the most part, the service record will read that I was Bravo and then Delta. And I'll be honest, I had an okay time in Bravo, but I found my home in Delta. So, I had drill sergeants that actually gave a fuck, where the other in Bravo could care two shits about me after I got hurt. But he also was an ex-Marine. So, what do you expect? Anyway, no disrespect to the Marines, just that one jerk. There's always one jerk that's a Marine. I'm sorry, if you're a Marine, you know this. That there is always going to be one jerk that makes the Marine Corps look bad. That does not mean all Marines are bad. It just means that there's just one jerk in a bunch. You know. And in some cases, it's a couple of jerks. But there's always one jerk in a bunch. But there's a jerk or two in the army, so what the fuck, A lot of people think all military people are jerks. I've actually changed my mind about my hair. I actually want to push it to the back. I'm sorry, y'all. It just started looking at me funny, or I started looking at myself funny, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna push it to the back. Solve the problem. Push it to the back. I might even put that damn black cap on before the night's over if I can find the damn. Found it. So anyway, I've had a long strenuous day, and that's why I'm only making this chit chat. No, you guys ever have those days where they're not bad, but they're not great? They're fair. Like they could have went either way. Today was one of those days. And I want to do a tiny complaint. Just a tiny complaint. I have this neighbor. He's a friend. He's a good guy. He's a little older than me, but he won't get his shit together. He doesn't manage his money well. And I don't want to become him. Hell, I don't want him to be him. But sometimes his elevator doesn't reach the top floor. Alright? And I mean this with the utmost respect. I know that he's mentally damaged on some level or another. I do not know the level of damage, but I know he's damaged. We're all damaged on some level or another. But sometimes he's cracked the nut right out of the shell. And I know how loneliness is. Because I'm also a very lonely person. However, I also know how not to cross lines of respect at certain times of the day. If I'm waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning, I don't want to speak to nobody. No, I really don't. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be a douchebag full of dick tips, but it's 5 o'clock in the morning. First and foremost, if I'm up, it's because somebody didn't take the fucking dogs out and I gotta do it. Why the hell are you up? If you're not going to work, because he doesn't have a job, but if you're not going to work, why the fuck are you up? Like, literally, why the fuck are you up? Because you don't have a job, you have nowhere to go. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you even bothering? Why are you getting up? He has government issued checks or something for his mental capacity, but that's more of his business than you need to know. But in case that question comes up, that's why. But he spends a lot of his day in his truck, so he sees everything and sees nothing at all. He if he's not at the truck, he's out the outside of his house. And I have spoke to him. I was like, dude, you got to get away from this. You can't sit in your truck all goddamn day long. You have to get your ass out. So every now and again, he'll walk up and down the block. But he won't walk up and down the block. He'll walk to one side of the street to the other side of the street. Walk down one side of the street and go back. And if he feels like he'll walk back, we'll cross the street and go back down the other side of the street. And I'm like, dude, my life is fucked up, but I'm still living. Your life is just as fucked up. You living, but you ain't living right. If you ain't got nothing to do all goddamn day long, go to the park. Walk the fucking trail. Do something productive with your life. And he's like, well, when do you come outside? I said, look, if I'm outside, I'm in the backyard making martial art videos. And I can't do that right now because my ankle's fucking still jacked up. And we're on the third week. We're on the third day of the third week, actually. Because it's Wednesday. But I mean, he's not active at all. I'm like, damn, you are the villain in your own fucking story because you're literally not doing shit for yourself. And I don't want to hurt the man's feelings. You know what I mean? I literally do not want to hurt the man's feelings. But goddamn, no, I know as bad as I got it, there are people who have it worse. And I'm not passing judgment by any means necessary. But there are some things that you need to fix. There are some things that you need to adjust. And as bad as I got it, he's got it just a little bit worse. We both have family issues, but I'm at least attempting to deal with mine. He's not really making much of an effort outside of complaining about it. But here's what complaining does. Complaining is the same definition of insanity. Because if you're complaining and nobody's like responding, then you're basically wasting your breath. I have figured that out. So I'll complain when I'm by myself. But if I have to confront somebody, I say, look, this is how this is going to work. You're either going to listen to me or you're not. If you don't want to hear me, you don't want to hear what I got to say, then just say that and then walk the fuck away. But understand, I'm trying to see how I preserve the right to do the same thing to you. That's it. I preserve the right to walk away from you whenever you think that you have something important to say. I preserve the right to walk the fuck away from you. Instead of arguing with you, instead of talking to you, I reserve the right. Not only do I preserve the right, but I reserve the right to walk the fuck away from you. And the reason why is because when you're trying to have a conversation with somebody and they in here and out their ass, you are wasting precious time. You are wasting precious time. And my time is important because I'm almost 50 years old and I never got the chance to live my life because of certain people in my fucking family who just won't grow the fuck up. Still refuse to grow up. Y'all motherfuckers are over fucking 30 years old. You don't need me to do nothing for you. You are fucking grown. Get the fucking shit. Get your shit together. Yo, get your shit together. Why am I helping you? You got your shit together. You should have your shit together. You're not 10 years old anymore. You are grown. You should be able to handle your own problems without it bleeding into my life. But my family's not like that because our parental unit has coddled them too much. And like I said, when she is gone, they own their motherfucking own. In fact, they are on their own as we speak because I am not going to keep helping people who are fully grown that can help themselves. I'm not going to be helping their children that are fully grown and keep making the same dumbass mistakes like my nephew and this goddamn dog. Yes, I will make a totally different video about him. In fact, that'll be my second video. So, I'm going to end this video with this. I'm tired of helping people. And people need to just learn how to take care of their own problems. Because I'm tired of trying to be the savior. Thank you for watching. I am Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Comfort Effort number 2. Be seeing you.